What's happening? Thanks for joining us again. I'm Chris.
I'm Pete.
And today we're going to check out Goose Island's Bourbon County Stout. It's one of their probably most highly touted beers. It's their Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels for I'm not sure how long, but good amount of time. And it's coming in somewhere between 13 and 14.5%. We were just looking at some various years on the internet. I guess the newest one's 14.5 to 2011. But we're looking at a 2009 bottle, so it was bottled, it says on here, December 18th of 2009, so it's just over 2 years old. So we're just going to sort of see how it's developed in the bottle, because on it, it does say it will develop for just about 5 years.
And I have to say, of all the beers that I've been sampling over the last couple of years, this is close to my favorite.
Yeah.
I can't wait to try this.
Yeah, I had this at about a year old. Someone brought one over to my house, and it just had huge bourbon taste, and it was so good. It was still a little hot in the alcohol department, but overall I was very impressed with it. You can already smell the bourbon. It's like it's a foot away from me. So this is pouring absolutely black. It's got a super thin, fairly it's bubbly, I'd have to say, almost like a soda kind of bubble on top, but real thin, dark kind of mocha brown. And
That's one of the darkest stouts I've seen.
And you can definitely see it's still leaving a ton of alcohol legs around the side of the glass. So that's looking like a really big beer, and I'm already smelling it.
Wow.
So let's see. That's really nice.
Yeah. First thing, just a lot of chocolate and bourbon is all over it, but chocolate and vanilla.
Yeah, there's a big vanilla that you're gonna get from the wood from the barrel. There's still a lot of like a really smooth bourbon taste. You're not getting a lot of alcohol in it.
Yeah.
It's just that it's a big bourbon aroma to it. Yeah, and there's sort of that roasty kind of chocolate component in there. It's really nice.
Yeah, I'm not detecting as much vanilla as the fresh bottle, but
Well, I think, as it develops in here, it's been able to blend a lot more of that is not going to be, a lot more of that alcohol taste is going to go away. The strength of that bourbon notes is going to mellow up, but blend nicely with everything else. All right, so let's drink
Cheers.
it. Cheers.
So psyched.
That's fantastic.
It's got so much going on.
It's like the main thing I'm noticing is how smooth it is. It's got a big, huge, creamy mouthfeel. It's probably one of the first things you notice.
Yeah.
You can taste the bourbon smooth the entire way through. You're getting a lot of the real roasted chocolate kind of notes in there, the vanilla, and it's all blended together so nicely.
And it leaves such a great, it's got like so much going on right through the finish.
Yeah. It's just sticky in your mouth afterwards, just like it's paste.
Yeah, all over your tongue and stuff.
Yeah. There's also, I think, a little bit of licorice in here, maybe. Just like a touch.
It's not a beer that you could have every night. This is a special, like once in a while kind of thing, because you just get sick. There's so much going on.
Yeah.
But absolutely one of my favorites.
Yeah. I definitely think, I have a 4-pack sitting in the basement, as do you, and something that can be put down for a while, as they say, up to 5 years. It's definitely well worth putting it away. The difference I can notice from when I had this a little over a year ago to now is really huge. The alcohol strength just isn't, it's still the same alcohol percentage. It's just you're not tasting it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely more balanced. It's not, and the bourbon's mellowed out too, which is one of the things I liked about it fresh, but this is just very nice.
Yeah, overall, as like a bourbon aged stout, this is really fantastic. Probably one of the best examples of this particular style that I've had. It's not, you have like your Firestone Walker, the Parabolas and the 15, where you're just getting, ridiculous blends and different things, but straight up for a beer that's aged in bourbon barrels, that I'm gonna throw it out there, is also the majority of the company is owned by InBev, Anheuser-Busch now.
Yes, that is true.
If this is what they're going to put out, I'm going to support them. So.
No, if you ever see any Bourbon County, and they have a coffee version and a vanilla.
Yeah, there's the coffee one. There's the vanilla one. There's also the rare, which I believe that one's aged twice as long as this one is in the bourbon barrel. So I wanted to say this one sits for a year. I think the rare sat for 2 years. But then there may have been some other stuff along the way that they did different to it. But overall, I think that was just the main difference. So yeah, there's those are the 4 kinds, I think.
Yeah. Well, if you see it in the store, pick it up. Do yourself a favor and grab whatever you can and send the rest to us if you don't want it. We'll buy it from you.
No questions asked. All right, so I guess that's going to do it. So we're going to continue enjoying the rest of this. Hope you're enjoying something as well, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.